Okay.
Yeah. See.
Robert Kennedy.
Missed the spot.
Okay. I've noticed when. Oh. I've noticed when watching the YouTube videos they've done of me that I look like I'm just standing up here with my eyes closed because I have naturally squinty eyes anyway, and when I'm looking down I look like I've got my eyes closed. So I've painted eyeballs on my eyelids. What do you think? Does that look good? Okay. What I wanted to do tonight was something about violence against lawnmowers, but I didn't get that written yet. But I've been having a problem with my lawnmower this week, and I've got it all taken apart now, and I don't know if I'm ever going to get all the pieces back in the right place. But I don't normally have any neighbors, and I just let my grass grow if I want to, and I don't worry about it. But the Bracks, Jim and Margaret and their daughter, and then their whole family is here this week, and they live next door to me. So I've been sitting around thinking, man, they're going to call code on me. They're going to. And I went out and I measured my grass with a measuring thing, and if you hold the blades up straight, they're a foot long, which is beyond the limit or something like that. But the blades kind of lay down, you know, as they get longer. So I'm kind of wondering how that, you know, that whole measuring thing works, and whether it counts for like those dandelions that shoot like 2 feet high in a day or something like that. But oh, I did do a little research on the internet. You can always find affirmation on the internet for anything. And I found a thing about a man that went out and shot his lawnmower with a 12-gauge shotgun. And he was arrested for endangerment of people or something like that. But I feel for that guy. I mean, I know how it is. I want to shoot my lawnmower. But now it's like a project. It's like, I'm going to get this thing fixed. But anyway, what I brought tonight is something called New Greetings Could Spice Up Our Lives, because I know sometimes we get bored with the old things that we say. So I'm just going to read that, and you can look at my eyelids here and know that I'm looking at you even though I'm not, you know. How many times have you run into someone on the street and said, "Hi, how are you?" At the same time they were saying, "You've been doing okay?" Then both of you move on without answering either one's question. I think eventually we need to make up some original ways of greeting each other rather than just saying, "How's it going? What's happening? Nice weather we're having," etc. Especially when we've gotten to the point when we don't even bother with a response much of the time, or respond to the greeting we expected to hear rather than the one that is said, like, well, say, "Fine, how are you?" in response to, "What have you been up to?" Or you say, "Yeah, I've been doing great," in response to, "Nice weather we're having." After a while, it just blends together as one symbolic nicety. We do this because we know that the only real purpose is to say something to let the other person know we recognize them and aren't ignoring them. Compliments are sometimes a nice way to greet someone. That at least serves the purpose of pumping up someone's ego if they've happened to need that. But when I was in 7th grade, I once knew a girl who did nothing but compliment people as a greeting, and after a while, she kind of came off as being a bit artificial. So perhaps some constructive criticism would be more believable and useful. Something like, "I think your hair would look much better parted to the side," or "That shirt is lovely, but horizontal stripes don't make you look heavy." Well, maybe not. After all, that's what parents are for. It might be better than making some kind of obvious statement about the weather, though, which serves absolutely no purpose but to reaffirm that you're in touch with reality and do indeed realize that it's raining. Unless a tornado's coming, in which case I would think it would be much more of a greeting, more of a warning than a greeting, and would probably not be stated in the same calm fashion as your average weather greeting. "Hi, did you notice that your wife and children were swirling in that funnel cloud above us?" You know. Maybe we could all research various trivia facts and use them as greetings. Just think of the interesting conversations that could ensue from bits of trivia flying from people's mouths whenever they cross paths in public. For instance, as a greeting, a person might say, "Hey, did you know that some insects taste with their feet?" And the other might respond, "Hey, you know those people in Italy that are paid to stomp on grapes to make wine? I bet they wish they could taste with their feet." And then the other might respond, "If I could taste with my feet, I think I'd like to walk barefoot in chocolate pudding." And another might respond, "If I could taste with my feet, I think I'd wash my socks more often." That's all. That's all.